This is the new Huawei Mate 9 I received from the launch event in Munich a couple days ago. But they were kind enough to give me also the new Porsche Design Huawei Mate 9. So I'm going to unbox it for you. You get this nice box. Immediately you see that the presentation is Porsche worthy. You get this card that states the device you're buying is authentic from Porsche Design and Huawei. So let's go ahead and dig in. So going clockwise, USB 3 cable for charging and data connection, a premium looking headset. This is the charging brick that is really special because it allows for super fast charging. Huawei is claiming 58% in 30 minutes or 90 minutes for a full charge. That's for the Europe version, and this one is for folks who live in London or UK, if you will. What I really like about this edition is the special case that comes with it. This is really special. The leather feels great. This feels really good in your hand. I may even use this case because I'm not much of a case guy, but this is actually quite nice. You can see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put everything aside and jump into the actual device itself. Okay, so starting off with the display, it has a 5.5-inch display versus the Mate 9 5.9 display. The Mate 9, the regular one, resolution is only 1080p, whereas the Porsche Design version has a 2K display. While we're here, they've got the same front-facing camera, stereo speakers, top and bottom as well, USB 3 charger. As you can see here, there's a fingerprint sensor, home button combined, and allows for gesture right here, whereas on the Mate 9 it's placed in the back. And while we're here, let's talk about the camera really quick. Both devices have the same 12 megapixel RGB, which is a color camera on both, and a 20 megapixel monochrome camera. The logic is, when we met with Leica, the way it explained to me, with the 12 megapixel RGB, you're getting a less noisy camera, whereas the 20 megapixel has a higher density pack camera, but since it's monochrome, it doesn't have to process the color spectrums, so as such it's able to take in twice the amount of light as the color camera. So they're both f2.2 aperture, but combined, when they overlay one another, you get a drop of roughly an average of 1.6, which is quite a bit of light coming in. Has 4 hybrid autofocus, dual flash, NFC reader up here. So let's take a look at the device itself here, since we're reviewing the Porsche Design. Aluminum in the back, where the fingerprint scanner is, or fingerprint reader on the back. On the Porsche Design, it doesn't exist because it's now has a Porsche Design logo, which I really like, and fingerprint reader still on the exact same spot as the Mate 8. 3.5mm jack on the Mate 9 is on top left, whereas Porsche Design, it's the bottom left. Both devices have 4 microphones and they're directionalized for optimal audio recording. Volume rocker on the right, up down power button, same here. Since the Porsche Design phone is catered towards premium buyers, it's got 6 GB of RAM and 256 GB of internal storage, whereas the Mate 9, 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage space. So as a result of that, you get a dual SIM, micro SIM card slot. And on the Mate 9, you get 1 micro SIM card and an expandable micro SD card slot. Full disclosure, this is not the first time I boot this device up, given it's been a few days and there's a loose embargo on this device. So I have been using it for a few days, as you can see once it boots up. I love the start screen. Porsche Design logo. And requires me to enter my PIN. The 2K display is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love it. The way I have the fingerprint scanner set up is if I press and hold, it takes me to the home. If I swipe left, it brings up recent apps. Press again, it brings me home. Sideways, recent apps. If I just tap it, it brings it back to the last page. Whereas on here, the Mate 9, you have your traditional back, home, and recent app, and you can configure that however you want. And same with the Porsche Design phone. You can also configure that to have your back, recent apps, and home button if you want, including the fingerprint reader. I just like this way because I can just gesture my way around, which is exclusive to only the Porsche Design phone. That's a quick look at the hardware and the unboxing of the Porsche Design Mate 9. Thanks for watching. This is Vincent Nguyen for SlashGear and AndroidCommunity.com.